I just made $500 in 5 hours without having to sell a single item at my boutique. Hey y'all, and welcome back to another vlog. In today's vlog, we are at the Airbnb, as you can see, and I had a guest checkout yesterday. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. There were 15 people, something around that number. Might have been like 13, 14 people. But we're here at the Airbnb, so I decided, why not do an Airbnb vlog? We haven't done an Airbnb vlog in a while. It's already been started, as I said, so I'm gonna go around and show you guys what's been started really quickly before we hop in and continue on with the next task. From what I can tell, the worst room in the house is probably going to be this room here, because look how disheveled it looks. I don't know why the bed is pulled out, but this is how this room looks. This room doesn't look bad in here. Of course, the bed needs to be stripped down and redone. Bathroom looks like she's already started on the bathroom. Just need to take the curtain down and the liner out the shower and wash both of those. I don't know. I'll have to ask her what else she's already done in the house. This bathroom, of course, we need to wash all of the rugs. This one doesn't look that bad either. Of course, need to sanitize and clean the shower, sanitize and clean the toilet, which looks like she's already started, and sanitize and clean the sink. This is what the living room into the kitchen looks like. Of course, need to vacuum all of the rugs. I have a load of dishes going in the dishwasher. We definitely need to restock these because they did use a few of these, so we'll definitely restock this. And we'll have to restock the snack bar as well. This room here smelled like weed, so we have the window airing it out in here. It doesn't smell like weed that much anymore. I just did a deodorizing spray in here. I think it might have been like stuck in like the curtains or something, you know, or in the bed or the pillows from when they were laying on them after smoking. But all of these are going to be washed. We have the sheets currently in the washer now. And then this room will be ready to be put back together and vacuumed. And that should be it in here. I'm gonna wipe down the nightstands, of course. This is what the laundry room is looking like. It's a bit of a mess. I have stuff in the dryer, stuff in the washer. These towels, I'm sure all need to be rewashed. I'm sure the people that stayed washed them, but we like to wash them our way because we sanitize them and wash them on a certain setting in the washer. This is broke. This was already broke, so they didn't do that. We just need to find a replacement one of these. I'm gonna actually sit down today and find the replacement one of these. So I'm gonna take a picture of this right now, and hopefully we'll find the piece for this washer so that we don't have to worry about it keep breaking off. I might have to replace this entire drawer. We'll get there when we get there. Let's get to cleaning, y'all. I like to freshen my curtains with some odor eliminating spray. Just every now and then, just do a quick little spray. Just something quick, something light, just in case there's any smells on it, because you know how people are when it comes to smelly smells. You know, the smelly smell. I only do that every other turnover because we do like to wash our curtains, especially since they are curtains that touch the ground. While we're here, since the topic of this video is Airbnb or side income, let me tell you guys about Peerspace. This is not a sponsored video, but this is an advertisement for them because I do have a link in the description box. You can check it out. I believe it's give 50, get 50. If you click the link and sign up, you will get $50 to use towards any Peerspace space. I do want to tell you guys a little bit about what Peerspace is. I think this is actually kind of a cheat code because if you have an aesthetic space like an Airbnb that you have open days for, or like a photography space, or you even have a space in your backyard that you have set up for like photo shoots and things, you can make $500 in 5 hours just like I did. We had a few empty days on our Airbnb calendar, so I decided to take it upon myself and sign up for Peerspace, which is an app on, I think you can find it on any, you know, app store, but I downloaded it on the Apple App Store. And there's a link in the description box below if you want to check out the app as well. If you're not new to my channel, then you know that I am a Airbnb co-host in Nashville, and This is actually my parents' rental, but I am co-hosting. I make money from their Airbnb listing, but I wanted to kind of branch out on my own since there were some free days on the calendar, and they said, sure, go ahead, why not? I have set up Peerspace to connect to the Airbnb calendar, which is also connected to the Virgo calendar. So I actually have 2 Peerspace bookings. I just had one checkout a couple of days ago, and this is how much I made from that one booking. That was for 5 hours, and that is my minimum that I said they have to rent 5 hours to make it worth my while. $500, so it's basically $100 an hour. With my current rental fee, it's $100 an hour. That's just for events. That's not like overnight stays and stuff. That's just if you want to host an event. You just need to let me know the hours. There is a cleanup fee. There's a $75 cleanup fee, but you know, it's an entire house and we have an entire backyard. We have to be able to pay the people to clean. I just kind of wanted to introduce you guys to kind of what Peerspace is. Let's get back into cleaning the Airbnb from our last rental. So I'm in here stripping the beds, and one of the beds is covered in some kind of stain, multiple kinds of stains, and it's covered in Doritos. So I need to take the spray and wash and pre-treat the bed before I throw it in the washer. Under sheet looks to be okay, so the top sheet caught majority of the spills, luckily. So this one I don't really need to spray treat, and I can just pull it off the bed and set it in the pile to be washed. Let me go grab some gloves though. Now that I have my gloves on, we can take the rest of the sheets off the bed. And I think I'm gonna just shake the crumbs out on the floor because I have not vacuumed in here yet or swept. Then I just check the mattress protector and make sure there's nothing on it. I said something that I was gonna do today is make sure that there are some high scores to beat on the game machine. So I'm about to sit down and play some games and get my high score up there so that the people have some competition, you know. What else am I doing? So I'm about to sit down and I'm gonna start with Pac-Man and see if I can get the high score on Pac-Man. I just got the high score. It is 11,540 on Mrs. Pac-Man. We'll come back another day and try to get the high score on the next game. This guest rented out our 360 photo booth, so I'm just getting that set up and making sure that it's good for them to use it. They rented it for an hour.